YouTube, and welcome back to another Retro Reclaimer video. Today's video is going to be a sort of update, a gaming collection update. Basically, everything I've collected since I've started with collecting and YouTube. It's been about a year now, just over a year that I've been collecting for. I started off with pretty much nothing. I really didn't have a lot, just a couple of Xbox games. I had a Game Boy Advance SP, and I recently bought a PlayStation 1. So I pretty much started with nothing, and then over the past year, everything you see is what I've sort of accumulated during that time. I started off, I think, at first just buying pretty much everything I could. I just wanted to go straight into it and get loads of Dreamcast stuff, which what I was focusing on. But I then came into the realisation that it's really, really expensive. So cut down a lot. So everything I've seen, if you're new to collecting or you're looking to get into it and you've seen this video, this is sort of what you can achieve within a year. I'm fortunate to get paid quite a bit, and I've got quite a bit of money just to splash on things like this. But at the same time, you know, I've got a child, a 2-year-old. So I've got a wedding planned in the next couple of months. I hadn't long been in this house, which is the first house since leaving home. So I've I've had the money, but I've also had other things, more important things to spend it on. But yeah, just so you can see, this is sort of what you can be looking at after a year's worth of collecting. Possibly more, depending on obviously how much you get paid and how often you're out. And luck. I think with collecting, luck is one of the biggest things, especially with car boots and Facebook sites, eBay, stuff like that. What you don't want to do is just go straight onto eBay and buy everything there, because you just pay a ridiculous amount of money. So I'll stop rambling then. I'll go through. I'll start off to the left here, and I'll just worm my way around. I don't usually have all this bit set up here. I've just done this for the purpose of the video. That's usually in the attic until we move and I can get myself a games room. The shelf stays there all the time. This is living room, so this is luckily the future wife to be is happy with me having that there. I think it looks really nice. It makes the living room look exciting, not just a plain boring old living room. But yeah, so let's go into it then. So I'll start right on the left. This, I don't know why I've got that there. This is basically a headset for the Xbox One, which my cat decided to chew the end off. So thank you very much, cat. I don't know why I've not got rid of it. I've always kept it for some reason. It's probably fixable. However, I have no idea. That'll probably get launched in the bin. And then I like to collect my consoles sort of boxed. This one is obviously doesn't have the box. I've got all the wires and stuff there in a separate box. But obviously you've got the original black Xbox. A really good console. I absolutely loved it when I was growing up. It's probably the console I spent most of my childhood on. Don't play it as much anymore, obviously, but you know, still really good games for it. Over here, you've got a few little Pokemon toys. You've got a Krogan, something like, I can't remember his name, and this guy is called Lucario, and then a couple of McDonald's toys. Again, these are just ones that are kept away, which aren't on my shelf. This is pretty cool. I got this at a car boot. This is Buzz, obviously for the PS2. Still all sealed and everything. I got that for a couple of quid. I don't think it's worth that much. It's not a sealed version of Pokemon Red or anything like that. But you never know. It might be worth something one day. It's good to have something sealed anyway. Moving on further, come towards my Dreamcast stuff. I've got a couple of vibration packs, official ones in the box. One of them, that one's been opened. The other one's still sealed, never been opened. I've got 2 memory cards or visual memory units, but they're the American version, so I can't actually use them. They're pretty cool. Again, they're sealed, never been used, but you can find quite a lot of Dreamcast sealed stuff at the moment. There's quite a few bits and pieces on eBay, not worth a great fortune. I've got a little sort of picture which I'm saving for when I get my room, and that'll then go in there. It's pretty cool. Lego Batman. Obviously, moving on towards the Dreamcast stuff again. I've got the keyboard. That's all, everything's inside there. Give it all clean, I literally took all the keys off, proper scrubbed it up. The mouse, and obviously the Dreamcast itself is all boxed in there. Xbox 360 headset. I bought this actually quite recently just because I didn't have one, and every now and then I do go back to the 360 and play games with one of my mates. PS3 boxed. That's the console's over here. That's actually broken. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I know it's not working. Nintendo GameCube. The box is, in pieces. It don't look too bad from that angle, but as you can see, look, it's been wet and it's just absolutely damaged. But the GameCube's in there. The nice silver one. Controllers for the Dreamcast. I've got a couple of sealed ones. Again, you can get quite a lot of Dreamcast sealed stuff. Wii in the box just behind it. The PlayStation 1, the sort of original version, and the slim version at the top. A box copy of the Xbox Crystal. Absolutely love that console. I got that for Christmas this year, and then I've originally got it 10 years before that exactly for Christmas as well, so that was good to open that 10 years after. Absolutely love that console. It looks so much better than the black one. Obviously you can see it there in the bottom with the matching controller. It looks really, really good, and it's a great system. You can get so many games for it. The Xbox is also really good for sort of having ROMs and like emulators and stuff, so it's a really, really good console to get into. Nintendo 64, just the original grey edition. Box from my Xbox One, obviously the Day 1 edition there at the back. A boxed Nintendo 64 controller, a grey one again, and then some more loose consoles. I've got a Sega Mega Drive and a Super Nintendo. And then down here we've got loads of different controllers. So these are all sort of, I've got controllers in the boxes. These are just sort of loose and extra controllers. So on the left you've got the PlayStation ones. There's quite a few different varieties. Obviously the original one without any analog sticks or anything. And then you've got another one. I think this is the first DualShock. You can't really tell with the video probably, but that's a lot narrow. The analog sticks are different. And then you've got a third party one, which is pretty useless. And then the next sort of DualShock one is, I think this is a PS2 one. Obviously it's shorter and it just feels a lot better in your hand. The silver one there. Xbox controllers, so you've got the original sort of big bulky ones. These were the very first controllers that came out before they brought this sort of slim controllers out. I've got Halo 4, and this looks really good. Xbox 360 controller, original white one. 4 Sega Mega Drive controllers. These two are official. Those two are, what does it say on there? Something Pro, Competition Pro series. I don't really like third party stuff. I try and stick to just official sort of things. They just look a lot better, as you can see with the SNES one. I don't know, it's got more nostalgic, and I suppose it's what collectors do. We want the actual stuff. And obviously you've got 3 different third party ones there at the back. A multi-tap, so you can play, obviously there's only 2 ports, so you can get 4 people involved. And then I've got the games. I don't actually have the games on my shelf. They're all boxed away just because I don't have the space. But I've got some good games for that system. Terranigma, which is a role-playing game. That's pretty expensive on eBay at the moment. I think it's going for like £40-60. Street Fighter 2. Everyone who knows a Sega probably knows that game. Absolutely brilliant game. What else we've got? We've got Bomberman, Super Bomberman 2, another Bomberman, Bomberman 3. So I've got 3 different Bombermans. Mickey Mania, Pluck's really good. A shitty football game, Lemmings, and Super Mario Kart, which again everyone should love. So that's everything sorted down in that area. That's everything I keep in the attic. I'm not sort of playing at the moment. It's a bit of a shame it's just locks away, but it will be put on display and it will be used a lot more often when I get, when we move, which hopefully will be in a few months. Going on to sort of in fact, just before I go up there, I've got as well some UMDs. I don't really collect these. I got them free, but I don't really know what to do with them. Again, they're just sitting in the attic. I probably won't ever watch them, but it's still, I suppose, part of the collection. Some PS2 demos. I've got quite a few of those. Again, I'm not really interested in collecting those. And a little pack for the Game Boy Advance SP. So on the shelf then, if we start at the top, I've got my limited edition Halo 3, Halo Reach, Xbox 360, everything's boxed in there. That's sort of the Xbox I'll use when I'm playing the 360. I just take it down from the shelf, move it over to the TV and plug it in down there. I don't have it plugged in because everything's sort of black down there and I don't want a silver thing, it just looks stupid. Lego Hobbit for the Xbox One, sort of the box with Bilbo inside. An Xbox 360 controller at the top, one of the Chrome series. Amiibos. I've got a Pikachu amiibo which has been opened, and then 2 sealed ones which are Star Fox and Yoshi. I've got a Pez little sweetie machine thing. I can't actually remember where I got that from. I think I got that from a farm. I was on a farm and there was a little gift shop and it had one of those, so I picked one of those up. A boxed Game Boy Color, and I picked that up. I've got a really massive haul. Check back through my videos. A few months back, in fact probably about 6 months ago, for I think it was £6, £7. I got a box of loads of goodies. I had 5 Game Boy games all boxed, and then I had about 21 PS1 games, all majority of them complete, and obviously the Game Boy Color, and I also had a Game Boy original, the big black one. Really lucky. So, and that was a car boot. So to me, car boots are sort of the best way to get anything retro because it's the cheapest. It is a bit. There's loads of rude people, and you just get fed up of people just trying to push in front and stuff. But it is worthwhile because I spent a lot of time going down there finding pretty much nothing, just sports games or games that people left behind. But then I finally came across that. You've just got to have patience. Behind those two is House of the Dead 2. Old box, that's for the Dreamcast. The guns inside there, games inside. I've not actually played it yet. I was waiting till I got basically a box TV, a CRT, which I have got now in the sort of in the shed. Again, just don't have a space for it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to play that. You can't play it on flat screens or anything like that. A Nintendo 64 expansion pack. Behind that is the box from my Nintendo 3DS. Another N64 controller on the top, a black one. And on the first shelf at the top, we've got 3 teddies or plushies. Obviously Shadow, Sonic and Diddy Kong. If I just move those out of the way. Sorry guys. PS2. I do enjoy the PS2. I'm not a massive collector for it. There's not really sort of any games I'll go out my way to collect for, just because I prefer the Xbox as opposed to the PS2. There's no point collecting, the same game, sort of Vice City for the PS2 and the Xbox. I do, if I see them, I do get them, but I don't go out my way to personally get them. So this collection's always going to be a lot smaller than the rest of my games. Starting off on the left then, obviously I have everything in alphabetical order because I'm OCD and I love it. My missus will actually come in and she'll change stuff around and I'll just catch it out corner of my eye and I've just got to change it. It's actually really bad. So going across there then, I'll not read everything out, I'll just call out the ones I sort of enjoy, like Killzone, Kingdom Hearts. This is pretty cool, Need for Speed Carbon. This is like a collector's edition, it's in a little shiny case. I got that for free off a mate who knew I was collecting, so that was really good to get that. Rayman 3, Shadow the Hedgehog, Star Wars, love the Star Wars games, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I've got some of the Platinums. I do collect Platinums, I just put them at the end just because You know, I don't want silver ones sticking out. It just looks better. A few PS3 games. Again, PS3 I'm never going to go for that much, and then a couple of PSP next to that. Next one down is PS1. I like to collect for the PS1 a lot more than the PS2, just because it's got, you know, it's a bit more retro. It's I love the cases. Obviously, as well, I've not checked this one out, but you can see where the silver one's just plodding along. It's not in alphabetical order. This has been sort of rearranged. So thank you to my lovely partner. She's rearranged that, so I'll have to rearrange it all again after this video. But we'll go through anyway. Let me know if any of you guys have the same problem. You know, you can't keep anything for yourself. Courier Crisis, absolutely love this game. You're basically on a bike and you're just driving around or riding around everywhere. Really, really enjoyable. Next one after that, Capcom Generations. That was in part of the haul I was mentioning earlier with the Game Boy. I think this goes for about 40 quid at the moment on eBay. It's all boxed in really good condition in there, all the games. I don't really play it, it's not something I'm really interested in, but it's a nice sort of collector's piece. And I'll just scroll along. Digimon World, I bought this from Play Manchester for about £30. Well worth it, absolutely loved it when I was younger, and I just, you know, I was after it for a while. I finally seen it and I just said, yep, I'm going to get it, I don't care how much I spend on it. Really enjoyed it when I was younger, and that's sort of the reason I got that one. Obviously your Platinum's there. Grand Theft Auto 2, Hogs of War, another, probably one of my favourite games on the PS1. Basically it's Worms, but you're pigs, and it's 3D. Really, really good fun. One called Kudelka. I don't really know what this one is, I've never really heard of it, but you know, the case looks good anyway, that's all I can say. Going further along, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Really enjoyed that game. Theme Hospital, another good one. Obviously, we've got more of these double case things. Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid. And towards the end, we've got Crash Bandicoot and a couple of others there. Come across a lot of sports games. I do get them if I don't have them, but I'll probably never really play the sports ones. Which is a shame really, but then again I don't think anyone does, because the majority of them are just really, really crap. Next one down, this is sort of my best shelf, that's why it's got, you'll notice there's little spaces there, this one's got a big whole space. This is cool, I got this for Christmas. This is Sonic, like a little, it's basically made out of Lego, pixel Lego pieces. It actually looks really good, it was really hard to put together. Just because it was so small. I mean, that's the size of my thumb, and it's smaller than my thumb, and there's like over 200 pieces there. So yeah, it was really frustrating when it's falling apart, so I'm not going to touch that too much in case it just crumbles. Dreamcast is sort of my best console to collect for. Really doesn't really come down to what the games are, or how good the system was at the time, or anything like that. Obviously the system weren't that good at the time because it only lasted a year or so. But it's when it was like my first console. So when I was younger, I grew up with 3 brothers and a sister. It was a console which was mine. I could call my own. Really enjoyed it, and then I just remember one day it wasn't there and it was gone. But yeah, I've got a lot of nostalgic value for this. So I am trying to build up my collection. I've slowed down a lot recently, but I'll just go up through there. Revolt, one of the games when I was younger, really, really good game. Resident Evil, big fan of the series, so I absolutely love those. Legacy of Kain, another one. Jet Set Radio, Evolution, a good RPG. Dino Crisis, there's just really, really good titles on this game. I keep these in little protective, you know, it's not hard plastic or anything, it won't stop any damage, but it keeps the dust away. But yeah, keep them all in there. I've done really well with pretty much everything on this shelf. I went through not too long ago and got rid of all the dodgy cases, missing manuals. Everything on these shelf have basically a box complete. They've got the manuals, the cases are in good enough condition. Dreamcast cases are really bad, the hinges are all broken, but all these are perfect, so I've got to be so gentle with them, so not to break them, which I know they will in time, but I'm really happy I've got them all with decent cases. Aero Wings 4 wheels, you've got Dream Key at the top, that was sort of your internet browser. I think there was a few versions, but I've only got the first one. Another good game, Wacky Races. Used to love that when I was younger. Star Wars, more Star Wars. Sonic Adventure, probably, the main reason I wanted the Dreamcast. This is probably one of my all-time favourite games from when I was younger. I spent so much time on it. Absolutely a brilliant game. The best Sonic game to date. Well, in my opinion. And two of the more recent ones I've got Resident Evil 2 with both Claire and who is it? Leon. Claire and Leon's stories. Marvel vs. Capcom. And finally Shenmue at the bottom. Shenmue's a really good game. I forked out a lot on this. I think I spent about 35 quid. But I wanted to make sure I got it in, the best condition I could find it in. So, there's hardly any scuffs. Obviously the corners are pretty bad, but again, they've got the cases in there, non-damaged. It was just one of the things I thought. Well, if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it in good condition. Moving along is my small, very very small Sega Mega Drive collection. Jurassic Park. We've got Quackshot and Castle of Illusion. The Sonic, Spider-Man, and World of Illusion. And then from there we've got a few. These aren't really games, but it's game related. A few videos, Pokemon, the movies, 1, 2, and 3, and then a couple of extras. I basically bought these 3 and they came with it as well. It only cost me like 3 or 4 quid. I'll never watch it on video. I've actually got it on my laptop anyway. But I just thought the cases looked really cool. It was just, whilst I'm collecting all this retro stuff, I thought I'd add it because Pokemon's obviously a really really good game. Toad, McDonald's toy, does a little blue. Fable Anniversary Collector's Edition Guide. This looks really cool. It's basically a guide on the whole game. Not that I need it because I've completed it that many times. Nice gold pages as well, which look really cool. A guide for Destiny. If any of you have checked my reviews out, I've done a review on Destiny. I don't really like it at all, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Next one down is sort of Nintendo. As you can see a theme now. So you've got Sony, PS2, PS1, Sega, and just ignore that bit. And then we've got Nintendo on the bottom. Obviously the videos wouldn't fit there, so that's why I've got them on that big shelf. We've got a Game Boy Advance SP. This is the only one I have. It's not boxed or anything. This is, like I said at the start of the video, sort of one of the things I had before I started collecting itself. I just bought this for a bit of nostalgic fun, and then obviously collecting came in after that. 4 Nintendo Wii games. I don't really get that out too often. 3DS, I've been spending a lot of time on the 3DS lately. Mario Kart 7, there's obviously 2 of those because I play that with my missus. Monster Hunter 4, I've recently got this. Absolutely incredible game. If you've not played it and you're into your RPGs, you'll really really love this game. It's really really enjoyable. It came out on the PSP originally, and then I think Nintendo bought the rights for the game itself. But yeah, you go out, you fight beasts, you can mine, you can fish, you can basically do all sorts of different quests. Come back, and then with the stuff you've got, you can make armor, new weapons. You've just got to get it. There's actually a demo as well, I think, on Nintendo Store. Try that out. Really really good game. Pokemon X. I absolutely love Pokemon. I've spent a lot of time on this lately because I've never got around to finishing it. I sort of left it alone for a while. I went back to Pokemon Red, which we'll come to later. But yeah, that's sort of the game I'm playing at the moment. Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. I love this game. I really would have preferred it on the Wii U, which I don't have, but it's still enjoyable on there. Tomodachi Life, that's one of the missus games. A few DS games, nothing we've sort of gone out of way to buy other than Kingdom Hearts. And then some of the sort of best pieces of my collection. We've got Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow, all boxed in really nice condition. I'm trying to go for the full sort of set of Pokemon games. Sorry if you bear with me 1 second. Guys, about that, little boy woke up, so just had to sort him out. But yeah, so Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow, all complete. Everything's in there. Battery save file thing works, so you can save your games. Really love the Pokemon series, as you can tell. So I'm trying to go for sort of the full set. I want to get, obviously, the next generation, which will be Crystal, Gold and Silver, and then work my way from there. A few Nintendo 64 games, all boxed and complete. We've got Yoshi's Story, again another one I had when I was younger, which I absolutely loved. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask at the back. I picked that up from Play Blackpool last year. And then I think I've got 2 copies of 007 GoldenEye. Basically, my partner was bidding on one, and then she found another one, so she bought it and then won the bid, so we ended up with 2 of those. Perfect Dark Zero for the Game Boy Color, and then the Blue 3DS. Okay, so working our way down the shelf now. Next one down is Xbox. This is built up quite a lot recently. I've had to push stuff out to the front because I'm spending a lot more time on getting the games. What? You want this one? Okay. And then, so yeah, you've got original Xbox games there at the back, 360 games, and then the Xbox One. So I'll just move these out the way for now. I'll show you the Xbox One games and then I'll move them. I've bought quite a few different games. The Xbox One's not the greatest console. It is a good console, but there's no, when you look at the games there to the games for the 360, like, Fable and Gears of War, Halo, Mass Effect, Red Dead Redemption, really good, enjoyable titles. Whereas the Xbox One, I just think, other than Grand Theft Auto, they're just not as enjoyable. I'll just move those out of the way. Here, you play with them ones. Okay, so the Xbox games at the back, again, I collect them more than PS2 just because they're more custom. Like the spines look a lot better, colourful. Everything's different, and not just the plain black and white labels. So again, I'll just go from the left. Brothers in Arms, absolutely love the series. Brute Force, really good game. Halo 1 and 2. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I bought that after the app came out, the Jurassic Park Builder, reminding me of that game, so I got that again. What else have we got? Red Dead Revolver. A few of the Star Wars games. Knights of the Old Republic. I've done a few videos where I've mentioned that. Absolutely love that game. If you have an Xbox, I really strongly encourage you to get Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. There's number 1 and 2, and they're both really good. Following that, you've also got Splinter Cells. I love the Tom Clancy series, so I've got quite a few Tom Clancy games. Just put these back, and then we move on to the 360 games. Fable Anniversary, Fable 2, Fable 3. So I've got all the 3 Fables there. Absolutely love that series. It's going downhill now though, I think, with the new Fable game. They need to go back to RPG. They're just always coming away. I mean, if you look at Fable 1 to 2, the RPG element sort of disappears and it becomes a more adventure game. And then Fable 3, fans were absolutely, gutted about it because it was just nowhere near as good. Sorry, he wants to show you this. Pirates. That's Pirates. What? I know, big one. Go and play it. Halo, I absolutely love that series. Green Day, I'm a big fan of Green Day. Obviously, you've just seen Green Day Bullet in the Bible there. And then it's just, amazing that they've got a rock band as well. So I've been to see Green Day 3 times, so it's really good to have it in a game. Mass Effect's probably one of my best series of games I've ever played. The story, again, is immense, and I think it's BioWare who make it, who are the same people who made Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, BioWare core down there. Obsidian made the second one. But you know, it started off with BioWare. They make really good games. But yeah, Mass Effect really good. Red Dead Redemption and the expansion Undead Nightmare, where it chucks in a load of zombies. Elder Scrolls, Oblivion and Skyrim, 2 really good games. And then again some more Tom Clancy. So you got End War, Ghost Recon, another Ghost Recon Future Soldier, Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. I bought those quite recently. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is one of, you know, my best. Well, it is my best Tom Clancy's game. Really loads of fun. But yeah, the reason I got those is because we're going to Vegas in 2 months, so that's why I've not been collecting much, because we're going out there, getting married, having a week, gambling, nights out, just basically having fun. I will take my DS. So there will be some gaming. But yeah, we bought that just to. We've been watching films of Vegas, playing games of Vegas. So Vegas is just everything right now. Some of the steel books, really enjoyed collecting these, especially whilst they're so cheap. I mean, that looks so awesome. The BioShock one, Lost Planet, and Resident Evil 6. Down at the end, then you've got another Mario toy, Mario, and then it brings you down to the very last shelf. The last shelf, I've got a PSP in the little GameWare bag there, a black Nintendo original Game Boy. That's just a DS case holder. A few magazines there at the bottom. Up here, you've got my box for my new Nintendo 3DS and the Pokemon trading card game with the cards and stuff in there. I have lots of fun with that with my missus. Really good fun. This is a box for a charger, and then you've just got basically random bits of non-gaming stuff down at the bottom. Halo Reach limited edition set there. My Xbox One controller set on this thing. I bought this from Game. You know, it's just better to keep them on here. It charges them at the same time. Just got to press it down there. That's charging. But yeah, that's my collection, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's always good to see everyone's collection. This is mine after a year, so I've actually got quite a bit within that year. It doesn't take long to start building up. You buy a few things and, you know, it just doubles, and before you know it, you'll have something like this. So if you're interested in collecting, this is what you sort of can look at for a year in. But yeah, it'd be good to see any responses, any other sort of collection updates or room tours, anything like that. There's always a lot. There's always, you know, new ones on every other week or so. But yeah, even if you don't do YouTube, get on, show everyone your collection. I'm going to go now because the little boy is kicking off. If I don't sort him out soon, then I'm probably going to, you know, get beat up by him or something. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay in touch for more videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.